What do you call it? What are you calling this list? I just put love at first play, but I was just curious what you were calling it.
That's what we're going to call it. Hey folks, welcome to the Flipside. I'm Sam.
I'm JT.
And this right here is our top 5 love at first play games.
That's right.
That means that we have loved these games since our very first play, and we still love them today. These are not ones that have kind of been turkeys or anything like that, where they've kind of took a nosedive after a few years. These are ones that are still going strong, and we really still enjoy them. Now, I kind of explained this a little bit on the last one, but I'll redo it here. These are, you're probably going to miss some games that you think will be on my list, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, but I kind of already know that I'm going to like Viking games when I sit down to play them. That's just the way it is for me. So there were absolutely no Viking games on my list, none whatsoever, because with this list, I kind of took the vector of I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I ended up loving it, and I still love it.
Gotcha.
So that's the vector I took.
I didn't set up the whole I wasn't sure if I was going to love it first. For me, it's when I placed it on the table, when I played it the first time, did I absolutely love that game that day, in sense.
Yep.
So.
Yep. That's cool. All right. Well, we mentioned some honorable mentions on the last one. Honorable mentions for me, I'll mention some more. Blood Rage, Champions of Midgard, Gnar. Gnar is one of those games that I just really loved from the get-go. Unmatched, Warhammer Underworld, Shadespire, Cthulhu Death May Die. I think you were the first to show me that one. Love that game. So much. Heat Pedal to the Metal. That was a slow burn for me.
Yeah.
It was a slow burn for me. It wasn't until I really got into the Championship Series and playing it
It's true.
constantly.
So any game that I played like 2 or 3 times, and as I played those first couple times, I'm like, oh, I really like this. Oh, I like it more. I like it more. That doesn't count.
Right, yeah.
But there's some of those, and you're right. Some honorable mentions for me that I didn't mention last time. Perch. I really enjoyed my first play of Perch, and I've enjoyed the game since. The Veil of Eternity surprised me the first time I played it, and I really liked that one. Shackled in Base, I don't have enough experience with yet, but my first play of Shackled in Base was exciting.
Yep.
Tirna Nog, actually, my first play of Tirna Nog was super fun. I really liked that one. And I still like it. I'm waiting for my Kickstarter copy to show up still. Another one, maybe Feed the Kraken. First play of Feed the Kraken was a huge surprise to me. So I really loved that.
Was the first play on the cruise?
The first play was on the cruise.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yep. Okay.
But without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. Our top 5 love at first play games. All right, my number 5. The first time we played this game, we played it cooperatively at your place.
You were going to say incorrectly. No, I'm just kidding. We loved it incorrectly.
No, we played it cooperatively over at your place. It was me, you, Mel, and Jesse. Played a 4-player game, cooperative of Nemesis. And oh my goodness. Now look, I'm an Aliens fan.
Yep. Now,
I've enjoyed, I've watched most of the movies except for like the last 2. But I've enjoyed that movie series. I've watched a lot of the TV series, tried to get this guy to watch it a little bit.
I have not watched the TV series
yet. Watched the TV series yet. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, I really enjoy Aliens. And I kind of had the idea, but I didn't know how heavy the game was going to be. And for me, that's a factor. It was just heavy enough and not too heavy.
Yeah.
There's plenty of things to do. There's plenty of variable player power goodness in the game. There's a lot of stuff that's in there, but it's not too much. It doesn't feel like it's overwhelming. Now, it's hard. It's a challenge.
Sure.
But it's not. You always have that idea. I think we can do this, but turns out you don't.
I can do this. With your help.
But then when JT got in his
retaliation
Kickstarter pledge, man, that's where that game really sings for me, because it focuses more on the action and less on the horror or terror. I don't know if it's actually horror, but I really enjoy this game, and it's one of those things where I haven't bought it because he owns it, and it's expensive. So I'm just going to...
And I got a stack of it this high.
Yeah,
so
we got plenty of stuff. So
we got it all.
Yep.
No worries.
So that is my number 5, Nemesis. Love that game. It's so fun.
Now this one, I will say, I played it. It didn't hit me like, I mean, it hit me the same way. I mean, the first time I played it, I was like, I love this game.
Yeah.
But the more I played it, my love really grew for it. So 100% deserves to be on this list. It's a great pick for this list. I was hoping you put it on there so I didn't have to. Okay. My number 5 is from Xavier Georges and Pearl Games. This is an interesting game because it's an older game that I don't think a lot of people talk about. But when I put this game on the table and we started to build, and the puzzle that goes into Geekopolis is second to none. The city building and puzzling of Geekopolis is amazing. And the way that you play this game, your resources are extremely tight. You start out with very few resources, which are your control markers that go on the board. You start out with a couple of tiles with different numbers on them, but you're building these yellow, red, and blue districts, and you're trying to have majority control of those districts.
Yeah.
And on your turn, you're going to have a hand of cards that either basically say you can urbanize around the perimeter on one of these letters, or you can build on top of another tile, either kicking your people off or somebody else's people off. But you have to play down one card and one tile that you have, and everybody else does the same thing, and then in turn order, you have to flip it over. So you don't know what the other people are doing, obviously. But you're playing a tile out there, you're putting a token on it. You might be getting some victory point resources or some more resources that you can play out on the board, or you might be getting new tiles, which you're going to need. But then the worst part of this game, the best part of this game, is you have to take the remaining 3 cards that were in your hand, and you have to give them to your neighbor. So you know what you're giving them to destroy you on the next turn. So this game is fantastic. You're building out this town together with these different districts in it, and you're trying to control the districts. But just the way the game plays, as you build on top of other tiles, you get to keep the card from the tile that you cover. So if I cover a blue 5, that card now becomes an engine for me, which will give me special abilities or more stuff when I do certain actions. This game is just so freaking cool. I just love the way it goes together. I love the way it looks, and it's super tight, and it's just amazing. So
Cool beans.
Geekopolis is my number 5. Just a fantastic first play.
Very
and
cool.
ever since, I loved it.
All right, my number 4 is, now this is another one that I don't quite remember my first play of this game or the context surrounding my first play of this game. However, it was a Days of Wonder title, and I was on board with Days of Wonder at this point, and I still really kind of am. They're a great company. They make great products from top to bottom. They usually have great games. They usually have great storage solutions inside the box already that come. You don't have to purchase them secondhand. So Days of Wonder is a great company. This one's called Small World.
Oh.
Small World is one of those games where I didn't know if I was going to enjoy it going in. I think I was going to, because I enjoyed the context of the game, where you're going to have these different races, and they're all going to have these little special abilities that only they can do, and you're trying to control as much of the board as possible. And then I didn't know how I was going to feel with the whole going into decline thing and all of that kind of stuff. But everything in this game really is, after I got through playing that first game, I was like, this is a great game.
That is a great first play, too. Like,
yes.
This game presents a really good first play.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's just such a fun game, and I've got so much for it now that I don't think I've even used all of it yet. And it's just one of those things, because you can buy more races and more abilities, and you can have a race of abilities and or a stack of race and abilities that you're never going to use all of them. Yeah. It's just so good. I love this game so much. And another thing is that they have a board for each of the different player counts. And so you're not using the same board in sequestering off part of it. No, you've got 2-player board, a 3-player board, a 4-player board, and a 5-player board. I really enjoy that as well. So that's just a little thing, but I really enjoy this game, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. Small World, my number 4.
Small World is really a great first impression. At least it was for me. I agree with you 100%.
Cool.
All right, my number 4 was I'm trying to think. I think, honestly, it was my first foray into piles of zombies on the map and trying to survive, and just how fun that first play of Zombicide Black Plague. I never played the first edition. Black Plague was the first edition that I had played at that time. But when we put Black...
You weren't missing much.
I know. I've played the first edition since. And, just... Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I like the theme of the first one, truthfully. I mean,
the more modern theme.
The more modern theme, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for me, it was the exact opposite. I was like, modern theme, who cares?
I like it.
Black Plague?
I don't dislike it. Black Plague, obviously, I like the theme of it a ton. I love the characters. The first time I sat down and whatever, I got Silas and shooting my bow or whatever else. Like, the first time we played Black Plague, we were just like... Oh my gosh, that was fun. There's just so much fun in that. Let's do it again.
Yep.
What's the next scenario? Let's set it up. Like the first time I played Black Plague, it blew my mind of how much fun a cooperative just go around a board could do for you. So
that's very cool.
That's my number 4, Zombicide Black Plague, which has obviously translated into a bunch of different Zombicides for me at this point. I love them all. So
yeah, I think that one didn't make my list because, I mean, it definitely could have if the first edition would have landed better for me.
Yeah.
Because when Black Plague came out, I knew that they had fixed the problem that I had with the original.
Yep.
And so I kind of knew I was going to like it at that point.
I feel like when I started my list, I started with a couple of games that I liked my first play of I didn't leave them here, of a second edition or something like that, but I didn't put them on here because the first edition was really my first play. So.
All right, my number 3 is a game that Tom and Z, with the Dice Tower, did not let me play.
No, makes sense.
I'm just saying I'm being a little cheeky there, but I never got to play Horrified when it first came into the Dice Tower. Never got to play it. But they raved about it. I was like, well, I want to play this game. And so I think I picked up my own copy of it years later because it kind of, with the Dice Tower, that's kind of how it went. You play all the new stuff, all the new stuff. And you rarely can go back to the old stuff unless you're doing it with family or friends on a whatever. So it kind of just left my radar. And then I saw it in a shop and I was like, I want to play that. So I got it, loved it. Mm-hmm. My favorite version is American Monsters, but I'm really enjoying the D&D one. I know you like that one. You said it was your favorite.
My favorite's the D&D one.
You said it was your favorite, I think.
Yep.
But I really enjoy the historical, I guess you could call it historical, of the American Monsters, of all of the lores that are there. Yeah. I really enjoy that aspect of American Monsters. But the system, the cooperative system, it's just so much fun. And we've got all 5. We've got all 5. There's a fan-made one out there. That's really neat.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. I mean, it's really neat. They have a copy of it in the Dice Tower library. But it's really neat. But
that's cool.
Anyway, this is a great game. My number 3, Horrified.
Horrified is a great game.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, my number 3. So as you all might know, I'm a Chip Theory game fanboy. So, but I didn't start out.
Card-carrying member.
That's right. If I had I would love it. I should have a card. That'd be awesome. But anyways, I had too many bones, and I don't know what else I had at the time. I think I already had some 20 strong. I haven't had Burn Cycle for too long. But one day, on a whim, I was like, I want to try Burn Cycle. So what does any rational, reasonable adult do? They spend $250 on Burn Cycle stuff to try it. and we put it on the table. And oh my gosh, Mel and I had so much fun with Burn Cycle that we played it like 6 times in a row without it ever pulling off the table. I think we played it twice the first night, twice the second night, probably twice the third night. I think we played it. I mean, we just like, let's play it again. Let's play it again. That first play was so much fun. In Burn Cycle, you are these little robots, and you're going into a corporate headquarters, a corporate building to do something dastardly. Not really. The corporate people, they're all bad, right? So if I'm going in to steal information off their computers or to shut down their server or to whatever else I might need to do to these evil corporations, that's what we do. So you take your robot and you take whoever else is with you, and you get this command module robot, which is a brilliant idea because in this game, sometimes it's a very stealthy game. So if you're hiding behind a cabinet and there's a guard right there, on your turn when it comes around, like in most games, you have one character. Well, I'm stuck behind the cabinet for the whole game. Well, that's okay, because then I can use my actions to do stuff with the third robot or the other robot, the command robot. So you get to split your actions and do different things between them. It's so cool the way that the actions work, the way that the burn cycle works. On your turn, you're also working in this matrix-like grid where you have like you're inside a computer, where your little nodes are going around and the little enemy red nodes are coming around trying to catch yours. Yeah. And you're trying to maneuver around them or knock them out or whatever. It's so cool. And they're trying to get back to your home base, right? Because then they can, wherever you come from, because then they can pin you down type of thing. So it's just such a really cool game. It's beautiful production. It's Chip Theory Games. Yep. I went out on a whim to buy it, and that first game we were just like, thank goodness it was good. No.
Purchase confirmation.
That's right. Purchase confirmation.
All right, my number 2 is a game that I was told I needed to purchase. When I started the channel back in 2023, that summer I went down to San Antonio and I was meeting up with a couple of friends of mine. I asked them both, I said, this is what I want to do. I'm starting this channel and I need to get back into the context of content creation.
Into the groove.
What's the new stuff that's coming out that I need to be aware of? And both of them actually said, pointing me towards this game. And it had a couple of huge, big boxes for like Season 1 and Season 2. And then it had a couple of smaller boxes that were Marvel themed. And I went with Marvel Dice Throne. Yep. And man, I tell you what, I got that back and I was like, maybe it's because it's Marvel, because I'm a huge Marvel fan anyway, the comic books. And so maybe that was what really kind of made it sing for me, because I enjoyed being those characters more than I would have, I think, enjoyed being a vanilla gunslinger or a vanilla paladin or whatever. Yep. And so I think that's what really made it sing for me. And since I've bought a lot more than I needed to, bought all of the X-Men, bought all of the Marvel original ones that were for the the Avengers and what have you. I've even bought some of the standalone couple packs from I think Season 1, and I've just got a lot of Dice Throne, and it's going to be one of those games. I love that Yahtzee style rolling. You get one roll and then you get 2 re-rolls after that, and you can keep whatever dice you want to in between. I love that mechanism of decision making. So it feels random, but it also feels strategic, and it's just fun. Yep. So I really enjoy that. Marvel Dice Throne is my number 2.
And as we speak, not to make a plug or anything, but they got a Kickstarter up right now for Vanguard, I think it's called. I think it's Vanguard. They have a new Kickstarter out right now.
Did you watch Street's video?
No IP characters that I know of, right?
But man, are they neat looking.
Cool.
They are neat looking.
I got enough. I think I have enough.
Well, anyways, I might have to do this one first.
All right, well, I have to sell a couple of my guys off. Like, who needs Spider-Man or who needs, I don't know. We just trim it down. Anyways, all right. My number 2. Spoilers. Still go watch the other half. But when I first played Ark Nova, the game, the mechanics, and everything else just sung for me. Yeah. When I first played Terraforming Mars, I would have told you this is the greatest game ever made. Terraforming Mars, the very first time I put it on the table, I hadn't played it with anybody before. I bought the game off of, everybody's loving Terraforming Mars. I put it on the table, I learned the rules. I said, Melissa, let's sit down, we're going to play this. And 10 minutes into that game, I knew how brilliant it was. I know it's not that brilliant, but no, just the way that the mechanics work within Terraforming Mars, with the way that you're tableau building, the way that you're engine building, the way that you're putting everything out there on the board. Now, I do like Ares Expedition better.
Yeah.
But I can tell you the first time I put Terraforming Mars on the table, it blew me away of how cool it was, of how awesome the mechanics were for me, and the way that game put everything together. Literally just blew me away. I was just like, this is absolutely amazing. And I don't even think Mel didn't think the same, that it was that amazing at all. But she liked it. She liked it fine.
Yeah.
But this game just sparked every neuron in my brain, and I really liked it. Yeah. So.
That's cool.
I still like it today.
I like Ares Expedition. I think my problem with Terraforming Mars is that I drank from the fire hose.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
4-hour game,
yep.
And I was just done with Terraforming Mars at that point. You taught me how to play Ares Expedition a few weeks ago on the channel, and really enjoyed it.
Like
so I think it's good. I just don't have really a love for the game though. Now, this is a game that you may have been expecting, and it's my number one. I was apprehensive about the first game of this because at the time, most of the war-themed games that I had played were things like ASL or ASL-SK, Advanced Squad Leader, Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kits. And that was just, nah, too much.
Too much.
Too much.
That's
too many details, too much this and that, too much logistics, too much whatever.
Yep.
Too realistic, I'll put it that way. It felt too much like real life. So I was kind of gun shy on war games. Memoir 44 hit the table though, and I'm like, now that's the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot. It's not a perfect system. I know that there are things that people will like and dislike about it, but for me, I love the simplicity of the mechanism, but it still has a focus on the historical context of each of those battles. I've just always been enamored with that fact, how they took time to include a couple of paragraphs about what's going on in this particular battle. We don't necessarily play Memoir 44 the way it's supposed to be played all the time, because you're supposed to play one side, your opponent plays the other, and then you switch. And then whoever has the highest differential of medals at the end of both of you playing both sides, that's the winner of the game. I don't think I've ever done that. But I've played so many scenarios of this game. So much fun. Love it so much. Gonna be loving it for a while. But that is my number one, Memoir 44.
Very nice. This game, like my last game, just like Terraforming Mars, the first time I put this one on the table, it blew me away. And it's still, I am still enamored with this game, like completely and utterly enamored with this game. And this is called Revive. Revive is a game where you start out with your player board, your asymmetric faction, and a map that's completely covered in snow, basically, with an entry point in the middle. You're all coming out of the chasm to go out and explore the world. The world has been destroyed for umpteen years, and now you're coming out to reinvigorate and re-figure out this. On your turn, the actions are pretty simple. Obviously, you're trying to collect resources. You're trying to collect books and metal and something else.
Food.
And food. As you try to get, that makes total sense. As you try to get through this game, you have a hand of cards. This is one of those games where you play your cards as you go, and when your board is full or when you need to, then you do a rest mechanism where you get to pull everything back out. You're either playing them on the top of your board and you're slotting them in and you're doing what's on the top of the card, or you're playing them on the bottom of your board and you're slotting them in and you're doing what's on the bottom of the card. And you actually have some wild card slots on the side where you can do either, depending on what's going on. There is a 3-way tech track in the middle, which are called the machine tracks, that all work in a circle and they combine to each other. So you have to be, if you're the third one on this one, you might have to get this one to its 5th point where they connect so that you can pull that piece off and keep going with the other. And as you're pulling those tokens off, you're getting special abilities or you're getting resources right away. But you're also putting those tokens on a progress track that goes up to 20. And as you go up that progress track, every so often you'll get a special benefit. So there's a lot of comboing and chaining. I think there's all these kind of cool things that are going on as you basically explore the world. So with your race, and there's a deck building aspect where you're building to your hand, kind of like Aquatic or whatever, where you're getting new cards to put into your hand that then you can play in your board. So there's just a ton of really neat things in here.
That's cool. I have not played this game. I think I really would like to. The box art has been it was striking.
Oh yeah, very much so.
And I think they have another game coming out.
Another one, Recall, coming out right now that the second I can find it, I will own it.
Yep. So I'm down to play that one. That's a good pick. All right, well, that is that. Our top 5 Love at First Play games.
Yes.
And that is what we've done. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We're going to get on out of here. Remember, in the description below, we have a link to our bottom 5. You can go over there and check that out. But before you go, give us a like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so we can let you know when we have more videos coming out, and we'll appreciate you for it. Thanks for being here. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.
Whatever you do, play games and play games you love.
That's right.